What's up, guys? It's your boy Raider Got Fresh here, and I'm back with another video. You already know what it is. Your DD Gods member to the day you already know. So yeah, man, I just came first place in a remote duel regional. Had a blast, had a great time. It was really insane. Like the games that I played, the matchups that I played was really good. Good for testing as well. I'm really happy I played. I came straight from work, hop right in, and did what I had to do. This I'm going to give you guys an in-depth profile and like a little combo video and just explaining some cards and how things work, my ratios, things like that, what's a side and what's a side out. Some requests from you guys. Also, before we get started, I would also like to shout out Slim YGO. I gave him a deck profile and a quick YouTube video. Please go check them out. Great YouTubers. Also, shout out to Waffles Enthusiasm. Go check out their locals. They are great. They actually help me get better every day. I'm happy I joined that server and, of course, joined the #1 server in the world, DD Gods. Before I get started, I'm going to go straight up into my matchups and things like that. Excuse me. First round, I played Heroes. That was my only draw. I'm not going to knock the hero player a little bit. I'm not saying he was slow playing, but it came down to me having like 3-4 negates on the field. Also D-barrier. Negated everything. Still had 2 more negates. He had about 1 card in hand with 3 minutes left. PM the judge. The judge came when it was like 30 seconds, and I got a draw. You know how that go. Anyway, everything else, I played D-Ling, Anti-Runick, Brandon Kamara, Runick, then the rest was Rescue Ace. A lot of 2-0s, a lot of 2-1s, obviously. Rescue Ace was a tough one. Brandon Kamara is a tough one. I'm not going to lie. That one was a tough one. I lost a die roll round 4, and I wound up pulling that off, though. But he won game 1. I won game 2 and game 3, so that was really good. But let's get right into the deck profile. We are on Generaider, Runick Generators, whichever way you want to go with. And yes, let's get into it. So 3 ball stage, obviously ball stage, your bread and butter. The deck doesn't work without it. But it is times where I didn't have ball stage, and I still did the hand rip. I still have the Runick field spell on field, so it was still good, like knowing that you're going to +3, your turn, their turn, and still keep able to play. Enables so much, but ball stage with combo, insane, because you're going to set up a hard negate, a banish negate. I mean, a banish, not negate, but banishment and all of that stuff. Vala, one of the best cards printed for generators. This card makes it viable. Like, without Vala, you wouldn't have half of the things you do. You just open Vala, a generator, extra generator name, even ball stage, because it just dumps a generator card. So Vala plus a Runick is Vala plus a generator plus a Runick is just perfect. But I'm gonna go into all of that stuff. But yes, Vala's good. Your Lopter, of course, Lopter gives you the 1,000 and makes your boys really big boys and really big gals. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it gives them 1,000 apiece on your opponent's turn. Also, during the main phase, you can tribute any generated card or this card to special summon a generator. That's really good. Sometimes I'll bring this one out so my opponent kind of trying to stop something else, use it, tribute it all, bring it back, and some crazy combo, especially with Hella. Hard, your Omni Negate, one of your best generators when applying pressure, because once you have Horror up, they let's say they go Rhoda on resolution, hard to make them send a monster from their hand or field to the graveyard, which is insane. Their choice, but it's fine. This also enables the hand rip of 3. That's a tough one to pull off, but you can with the right hand, with the right brain too. Also, is an Omni Negate by tributing 2. Hella, tribute, special, target one engraved, special summon. Sometimes, let's say they go Book of Moon on Har or Imperm Har to start off the play. You can go Hella tribute, bring back Har. So it's just so good. Like, it's so good. It's so good. You can just yeah, it's so good. So yeah, Hella. Mardell is your first thing you want to bring out if you don't have ball stage. So if you're going first, always get that Mardell and get your ball stage out. But it is times where I'll go more. If you have ball stage in hand, you can go Mardell add Vala pitch something, get it back. It's crazy. Next is your Delusion, your Banish. This is really good versus decks that you just need to get rid of the body instead of pitting the body in grave, if you get what I mean. Honorary generated card, easily World Legacy of Monstrosity. Dope card. a very great design card as well. A lot of my opponents is like, oh my God, Monstrosity. Like after you're doing combos, they stop you a little bit. You're going back and forth. Monstrosity at the end or Monstrosity in the beginning is crazy because a lot of times I try to bait out the Ash. They stop Ash on something like Lopter or the Runick draw. Fine. Monstrosity, rip 2. Monstrosity is always going to be a rip 2. Next off for the little engine, Diviner. If you play this deck, you can bump Diviner up. The only reason I run it at 2 because, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's one of those cards where you would like to see Diviner, but you don't always need to see Diviner. I know it doesn't make sense, but it really worked and it's tight. I didn't want to go expand beyond 41, to be honest. Once you had another Diviner, yes, you can arguably say it's 42. Maybe you can cut droplets. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe cut 1 droplets. But at the same time, going second, you want to be able to kind of like push through as well. Because the Runick part can help you push through. Droplets, Senna, Runick, just, you know, I don't know. Diviner at this ratio was good for me. The 4 package was really good. Your button, this was supposed to be DD Sprite. I cannot find my DD Sprite, so I play button. It's your tuner. This is the 1 card Baron too. So you can arguably say, run this at 3, 1 card Baron, why not? But yes, like I said, I was on this ratio. So yes, 1 button, and then 1 Try as. Sorry, I always botch his name in every video. It doesn't matter. Hierarchy. Yes, this is a card. So this is 1 card Baron. So normal summon, dump, effect, tribute, special, Diviner. A lot of people didn't notice effect because every time I activate it, they say, wait, Diviner did that? Yes, Diviner special summons a level 1, a 2 or lower fairy monster from your hand or deck. So yeah, I had it in my hand, 1 play, special summon it. It was perfect. Next, your 1 fountain. This is your Runick engine. 1 fountain was great. I didn't need more than 1 fountain. Fountain wasn't a priority in his deck. It's multiple games I didn't have fountain, and it was fine. Now, if I have boss stage, I'll search the fountain off for terraforming. But it's a play you can do as well. In the beginning, in draw phase, you already know how to get the fountain and things like that. I did do that play maybe once. Next, 3 curse, tip, you already know. Tip, 3. 1 slumber was for, honestly, when I go first, you know how if you need the Hugin play, now if Hugin's on board, none of the other Runicks I can activate to trigger the field spell except tip. So that's why Runick Slumber is also there for protection, like that 1 you can search for tip, just in case. It actually came up once. So yeah, tip is good. I'm thinking about running, let's see. I don't really know the name by heart. So let's go see, see the name of it and whatnot. Sorry about that. All right, so the other one I was thinking about running, is it Droplet? No, Droplet is pretty good, but I think it's Dispelling. Yeah, Dispelling is the one to hand. Yeah, I was thinking about running Dispelling, but I didn't have time, like I said, to like kind of add the last couple of touches into the deck. But I'll probably add Dispelling maybe because it's really good to make your opponent discard a card, especially when Har can snatch one. 3 fire, 3 destruction. For hand traps, I just ran Ash. You can run any hand trap you want, but Ash came up. I played, like I said, Chimera. Ash was good. Rescue Ace. Ash was good when they go, I think it's Emergency, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's Emergency. That's really good. Prayer Runick, just on the field spell, is really good. Yeah. Droplets, like I said, Droplets out of board. Droplets is really good this format, especially with cash out the, really, like Shifter, if somebody have it, they have it. 1 terraforming. We're gonna speed through this. Main is really good. Slip Near was golden. So if you don't do like the hand rip and you don't end on your F0 package, this is good. You chain block boss stage with this. So you go chain 1 boss stage, chain 2 main. Main gives a token. Boss stage resolves. That's it. No more Ash. Next is Fangs. I didn't make Fang once. This was just to get back the fail spell. Honestly, I may get the one Moonan, whatever the name is. I never really used it. So that card enables the gain 1,000, and I could have used that versus the hero player, and I really missed that. So definitely wish I had that. And is this at all? I might have used this once. Maybe, yeah, I think I used this once. But Intis is this there for problematic cards. Let's say they have rivalry goes in or something up. You can dump Intis, pop something, and keep going. Like I said, Fangs didn't come up, so I could have ran the other one. Zeus is Zeus. Maybe I want to add an SV Little Knight instead of something, but we'll see in the future. Zeus is Zeus, like I said. Phantom Fortress is the one that enables the hand rip, so you got to run 2. Sometimes I want to run 3. Sometimes I want to run 3 because I can make it easily. It's times I still have 2 bodies on board, and I'm like, should I rip 1 more? But of course, the best card in the deck, Levitine, whichever you want to call it. This card is so good. Because if they don't respond to this card when it's tribute, you make Yomengander and attach 2 cards from their graveyard or their field. So if they have back row. It was a game I played. Was it Rescue Ace? No, I played Runick. And he didn't have no Runicks in hand, so he had to set like 3. And I literally overlaid 3, made this card, and tribute for cost. Any response? No response, took all 3, and it's busted. Especially when you go first, you sit on this card, and let's say even like you're playing Labyrinth, they set everything, you take Stovey and like 2 set cards and things like that. Next is your Draco package, obviously. Oh, sorry about that. Your Draco. After you make these 2, you just go in overlay into your Draco. The 1 Baron, and like I said, 1 Entis. Side deck is really up to you. Side deck is Droll. Droll is really good still. I didn't want to main it, but side deck was really good just in case you play decks that wasn't really doing too much. But everything is searching. A lot of people cut Droll from the main, but everything searches in this game, and Droll is still really good. When I side in Droll every time. Next is your Thrust. So your Thrust package consists of Harpies, Talons, Dark Ruler, 1 Evenly, and 1 Barrier. 5 cards for the targets. I will definitely be bumping this up to 3. I'll probably cut. It's tough. I got to see what I'm going to cut. Honestly, I don't know. I need this at 3 though. I sold my other one, so that's the reason. Maybe for a Cosmic. Cosmic was good, actually, because when I played Runick, Cosmic got rid of the field spell, was really good. So that was a plus. Next, you have 3 Judgments, MVP Judgments. That was just it. Judgments going first. Set everything evenly. Stop evenly. Even though Hard can deal with it, but stop evenly. Stop Dark Ruler, and you get to play. So that's it. Judgment. We can take the life points because we're already in a winning position at that point. So that is the deck profile. Now I'm going to go into some combo lines for you so you can kind of see what to do with the deck. And because a lot of people ask me for this, but let's get right into the combo to make it go fast. This is just like 3 cards. You can do it with, like I said, every hand change, but I'm just going to show you something real quick. So you're going to activate here. Yes, you can search a Runick, but I just want to show you the special summon aspect of it. If like you have a hand with any Runick, this is any Runick. I just chose Tip. This is any Runick. So you special summon. Now you have your Slipnir. Now if you have World Legacy Monstrosity, target Slipnir. And now what you're going to special out here is Vala and Hela. These are the 2 that you want to get. And now you're not going to activate your effect of Vala as of right now. You're not going to do the effect. The reason is because you're only going to get 1 body. But you're going to be able to get back Vala, which is insane. So let me show you here. So now you're going to go start the hand rip process. Sorry, excuse me. You're going to go into your Fafnir, activate Fafnir, pitch Vala. Then you're going to banish 1 card in your opponent's hand. Right? So that's 1 rip. Now, when you have Vala on field, you're going to have Hela. You're going to activate Hela's effect. So you could do Vala from grave, but this is just showing if you have it this way. So you dump. And this is like, just look at it as if I didn't have Lopter in hand, this is like just 2 cards, as you can see. You can just do it with 2 cards to hand rip. So now you're going to special summon. Like I said, if you didn't have Lopter in hand, you could have just did, like this is Monstrosity plus a Monstrosity plus any generated card is a hand rip. But since we have Lopter, I can special summon Hela right now, do 1 more hand rip, make into your F0 package, and that'll be 2 hand rips plus a monster negate. But what we're doing here is, if we have Lopter, we're going to special Lopter out. We're going to activate Lopter effect, tributing self. Now, Mardell effect, and you're going to grab your ball stage. So now, this is with 3 cards, but like I said, you could have did it with 2 cards. 2 cards, you could have enabled the hand rip. But you may have another generator in hand. So any other generator in hand, and that's still really, you know what I'm saying, like really good. So now, 1 more hand rip. And after this hand rip, it doesn't matter what you detach right there. Also, you can do, if they have like problematic cards in grave, let's say you're going second or they played on your turn, you can also banish cards from your opponent's graveyard. You don't always just have to banish a card in your opponent's hand. Also, I like to place, if you have no more Runicks, place this in an extra monster zone so you can get the full effect of your ball stage. And like I said, right here, if you do ball stage, now look what we have in grave. I just want to show you guys. If any, all right, there we go. So we have a Vala in grave. You always could keep mind of that. So when you do ball stage effect, what I like to do is special summon Vala, Vala special summon Laughter, then Laughter tribute summon token to get hard. And I'll just show you real quick so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So we activate. So we go Vala effect. So now everything will trigger. Make sure you do this first. Always ball stage 1. Because if you do Vala 1, then you won't be able to special summon off of Vala because the zones will be packed. So now what we're going to do, we can special summon any of these from grave. So like I said, you can do a lot here. And I'm going to show you something like, oh yeah, so I'm sorry. Let's go back. You're going to go Hela. You're going to get Hela. I said Laughter, but you're going to get Hela. Then you're going to get tokens. And now after the tokens, you're going to activate Hela again. If you're scared your opponent may have Nib, obviously you'll just go for hard first. But I like taking a chance. I'm going to show off just Diviner and Monstrosity. Like I said, you don't just have to always be Monstrosity. But I just want to show you what you can dump. So you can dump this if you have a Generaider in hand. That's what I like to do too. So if you have a Generaider in hand, definitely dump Vala. But if you don't, we're going to dump this. This also enables chain blocking. So if, let's say, you had Vala, you special summon Vala, this can tribute. If you have this in hand too, you can dump Vala. They try to negate Diviner, tribute for cost, special summon this out. Also, this has a really good effect. When this card is in grave, you can literally pop cards. Like, you have tokens on field, tribute 2, pop tribute, and when you special, you pop at the same time. So that's really good. So this is an effect that no one knows about of Diviner. I don't know why, but you get your button. And now you have your Baron online. Now, before you go to Baron, activate Warlock of Sin Monstrosity. And here, you just special summon out 2. 1, 2. And now, like I said, you may have more cards in hand. What so and so. In this play here, what you want to do now for this play, you're going to go into Leviathan. Yeah, let's go into Leviathan. So you go into Leviathan using, let's see, 1 and 2. Place Leviathan up here. I always like Leviathan. I know I prioritize it more over Baron, but just in case your opponent has like a Kaiju or so and you have ball stage up, they cannot Kaiju this the monster up here because you won't have any space down here. All right, last one. Awkward hand. Well, not awkward. We have, this is always combo. We have this, so we're just going to go right into it. Runick tip, search, and we will search the fountain. This is like where plays where I do get fountain here. So fountain, activate fountain. Like I said, you could have did that in draw phase. Definitely would do that in draw phase, but you know, I'm just trying to go through the motions here. Now you're going to go get your slip near. Slip near. Now you're going to draw 2. Like I said, you may draw into something really good. It's always good to draw, you know, some cards. If you're drawing a Monstrosity, that'll be like extra crazy. All right, now we also got a ball set, and we drew into Diviner. This is why sometimes I think about running the Diviner. It's really like another Diviner. But like I said, we draw into it. That's fine. Normal summon Diviner. Diviner dump. Activate. Tribute. Diviner can also, I know we have Bhutan in hand, but guess what? It works. We can do it from hand as well. And boom. This is your Baron. Just like that, you got your Baron, and so forth and so forth. In this scenario, you can synchro it off, but this will get banished. So a lot of times I do like to like use these two to do it. So let's go get your Baron just in case your opponent has like Nib and things like that. So we're going to go for Baron. 1, 2. Get your Baron. And boom. And mind you, that like we didn't have to use our normal summon on Lopter, which is extremely, extremely good. So you're going to go get your Vala effect, Reborn your Lopter. And then your Lopter, you can bring out whatever with Lopter. If you want, you can definitely get, in this scenario, would I get Hella for next turn? You could get Har. Sadly, you could get Har. But I think I'm just going to get Mardell for follow-up. The reason you like to have a Generaider in hand is truly because Vala next turn, special summon out. Vala's always just good in Grave. Because if it's in Grave, then it is what it is, right? So we know we're going to have Ball Stage, so we don't have to worry about that. I'll probably just get another Lopter in hand for that scenario here. Now, we use Vala's effect already, so we're going to end on one card. So in this scenario, I may just... You could go for a hand rip. Thinking. If you go for one hand rip... See, I should have went for Har here. I wish I could go back. I should have went for Har because now you can make Jormungandr using these two. Jormungandr effect. Yeah, both draw, attach Har, rips a card. Then Ball Stage will also special summon out another Generaider. See what I'm going with that? And then you go for your initial hand rip and they're to where they're started. So like I said, I kind of messed up that one. So I would just go here, make all 3 into Legionnaire. So now you can steal up to 3 cards initially. You have your Ball Stage. And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's so good. Like, you see, like, you have so many plays. And the Runick just makes it 10 times better. And if Baron had to negate Nib or something like that, you just activate Baron effect during the standby phase. And then you just special summon out your Slipnir. Or if you want to special summon out Lopter, it's all up to you. But thanks, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.